We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at James Bond issue 2. This is a 2024 series from Dynamite, written by Garth Ennis, art by Rapha Lobosco, colors by Jorge Sutil, letters by Rob Steen, cover by Dave Johnson. Cover's kind of boring, it's just a pinup. It doesn't really seem to tell you anything, although it does tell you a little bit more than you would initially think by looking at it. So after his narrow escape last issue, Bond is stuck on the bus because there's some railway problems. He's very unhappy about that. On his way home, he realizes that there is a strike team after him, and after seeing the last team of people that were put out, it looks like the people that are behind this are probably a little bit desperate. Now, while the main suspects are, of course, the Russians, Bond's not entirely convinced of that. But while this second, much more organized team is after him, he leads them to a building complex near where he lives and proceeds to take them out. And in typical Garth Ennis style, one of the big guys becomes a bullet shield for our hero. And he also has an amazing amount of stamina. Bond does violate the code of good decorum in one aspect by shooting somebody right in the nuts, but that guy is put out of his misery before too long. And it looks like somebody is already using the weapon that was stolen, whether by accident or intentional isn't quite clear, and their only real lead seems to be somebody that quit the project for Stolvoda several years late into the game. And Bond finds out where the man is, and that's going to take Bond into some place that he's probably wanted to go for a while. Now, this issue does come in at $5, which is pretty steep. You do get a nice cardstock cover, and the story is really fun. The art is shockingly good for a Dynamite book, and in some regards, I think it's a little bit better than a lot of Marvel's art. Unfortunately, this is kind of middle story, so while there is one big action scene, there is a lot of talking and downtime, but it is all relevant to what is going on in the story. So it is moving the plot forward, if somewhat distracting from the gunplay and action. But I did enjoy it quite a bit. I'm going to recommend this, but I think this might be better economically as a trade because $5 a piece is pretty high for what little you actually get page-wise. So while I am enjoying the story, I just can't justify $5 an issue all the time. I'm going to stick with it to make sure the storyline is worth picking up, but this is looking like it's going to be better served as a trade paperback, no matter how entertaining the story is, simply for the economics of it. So solid story, solid art, mediocre cover, just because it's not too exciting, but the price point is just too high at $5. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.